Note: this transcript is found in an external text file after typing cappuccino on the password screen, hinting more lore about Bitter and his family, featuring his father, Whiskey, Creek. The starless night sky cakes the room in a blanket of darkness. Everything is filled hush aside from the creaks of old wood that reverberate throughout the empty walls from a worn bed as Bitter stirs in his sleep. Creak. This looming midnight darkness and almost deafening silence were things foreign to Bitter for as long as he could remember. He was used to the blaring noise of the old TV in the room. Right below his, the flickering of an old street light. Creak. The distorted tapping of heels against floorboards. Creak, creak. The pathetic whines of his mother on the couch as she downed bottle after bottle of cheap wine. Creak, creak, creak. The stench of cigarette smoke. The feeling of her gaze, her eyes locked into his like a beast looking at its cornered prey. The crunch of shattered glass, the smell of fresh blood. Creak! In a panic, Bitter immediately woke up from his unpleasant slumber, his chest heavying as his lungs desperately searched for the air. His grip on the bed sheets with trembling hands, holding as if he would slip away from reality itself if he let go. His eyes darted around the room, scanning his surroundings. He couldn't make out anything in the darkness. The lack of visual sensations did nothing to calm his nerves. Bitter, clawing through the darkness, tried desperately to find the switch to the lamp sitting on the nightstand next to his bed. Waving, searching, panicking, his fingers eventually gazed the small switch on the lamp's cord. With haste, Bitter flicked the switch and a flickering yellow light broke through the darkness. The return of his sense of vision slowly began to ease his nerves, though his breathing still remains heavy. His grip loosens on his blanket as he begins slowly to leave his bed. One last creak escaped the old wood frame as Bitter stood up. He ran a hand through his bangs, brushing them aside as he made his way down to the lone window on the other end of the bedroom. Not much could be seen on the outside other than the night sky contrasting against the mountains of the preheat so many miles away. The preheat's a place he only ever heard his mother mention in her various drunken outrages. The way she would talk about it, it made it seems like a paradise. Heaven, a luxurious place she claimed to belong in. She would rant about it nonstop right in front of him, endlessly droning on in a maddening, slurred speech. Bitter grit his teeth. The only place he saw fit for his mother was in the pits of hell. Whatever was out there in the preheats could burn as well from tempting his mother for all he cared. He hated his mother. He hated his life. He hated the view right in front of him. He hated the room around him. Bitter's gaze out in this nighttime horizon in front of him quickly began to tint red as his anger quickly festered. Everything just served to fill Bitter with raw hate. Overwhelming hate. But the whole world could have been like this, right? The countryside was just a fraction of what was out there. He just hadn't seen it yet. He has only seen what was within that this small sliver of his life, never venturing out any further. There was the tiniest spark of hope deep down that just maybe this wasn't all there was. Alright, guys. Part 2 will be coming soon from reading the rest of this. So, peace out.